In the ancient Roman world, night rituals were offered to the goddess Hecate.
People believed Hecate walked the roads where darkness met the unknown.
Crossroads were sacred places where different worlds could touch.
Here, offerings were left for the goddess who guarded the night. They carried offerings meant for the goddess of night. Under the dark sky, people walked silently toward the crossroads. They carried offerings meant for the goddess of night. At the crossroads, the shrine of Hecate waited in silence. Offerings were placed where the three roads met. The ritual had begun in the quiet darkness of the Roman night. The people stood quietly around the crossroads shrine. Before them stood the ancient statue of the goddess Hecate. The wind moved softly through the dark Roman countryside. A quiet prayer was spoken into the darkness. Some believed the goddess could hear them from the shadows. The night grew deeper around the silent crossroads. Beyond the fields, the Roman countryside lay in darkness. The offerings rested quietly where the roads met. From somewhere in the distance, a dog began to bark. Some believed this was the moment Hecate drew near. At the crossroads, the people began the sacred invocation. They called upon the goddess who ruled the paths of night. A small bowl of wine was poured upon the earth. The flames of the torches flickered in the cold night air. In the darkness, they believed the goddess was listening. The circle of torchlight grew brighter against the surrounding darkness.
The ancient statue of Hecate stood watching the ritual.
The wind carried the quiet words of the prayer. Some believed spirits wandered the roads on nights like this.
At the crossroads, the ritual continued beneath the silent sky.
The ritual circle formed around the ancient crossroads. The statue of Hecate watched over the silent gathering. Hands raised quietly as the prayer continued. Beyond the circle of light, the countryside remained silent. In the darkness, they believed unseen forces were gathering. The ritual circle remained still beneath the dark sky. The stone face of Hecate looked into the night. More wine was poured slowly upon the earth. More wine was poured slowly upon the earth.
At the crossroads, the ritual continued in quiet reverence.
The torchlight circle held back the vast darkness beyond.
The statue of the goddess stood silent beside the offerings.
The final words of the invocation were whispered. From far away, a dog barked once more in the night. Many believed this was the moment the goddess arrived.
The people bowed their heads as the ritual reached its height. The statue of Hecate remained silent in the flickering firelight.
The offerings were left behind for the goddess and the wandering spirits. Beyond the crossroads, the countryside remained quiet and still. One by one, the people began to leave the sacred crossroads. Slowly, the people stepped away from the sacred crossroads. The torches moved farther into the darkness of the countryside. The statue of Hecate remained beside the silent offerings. Bread and wine were left for the goddess and the wandering spirits. Soon the crossroads stood empty once more. The crossroads stood quiet beneath the dark Roman sky. The statue of Hecate watched over the silent offerings. Beyond the roads, the countryside remained dark and still. In the distance, a dog barked somewhere in the night. Many believed the goddess still walked these roads after the ritual ended. The crossroads remained silent long after the ritual had ended. The stone statue stood guard beside the ancient road. Across the countryside, the night slowly began to fade. The first light of dawn touched the ancient roads. But the memory of the night ritual still lingered in the air. Morning light slowly spread across the ancient roads. The statue of Hecate stood quietly beside the road.
The offerings remained where they had been left in the night.
To travelers, the crossroads looked like any other road. Yet for the ancient Romans, this place belonged to the goddess of the night.
For centuries, crossroads were sacred places in the Roman world.
Here, offerings were left for Hecate, guardian of the night roads.
Bread, wine, and eggs were gifts for the unseen world.
To ancient people, these roads marked the boundary between worlds. And for many Romans, Hecate still walked these crossroads after dark.